Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. You might see a little smoke. I'm just staging my deck. Oh, I know it's Saturday. At least it is here. It's so hot. I don't know where you guys are, but I'm just, oh my God, it's so hot. And there has been so much change, especially physically. And I really want everyone to jump in on the chat and share that because I don't want you to feel like you're the only one. So with these eclipses and the retrogrades, I might add, there is a lot of change, huge transformation. And most of us who are sensitives, and even if you're not, you might just not be aware of it or having a lot of physical reactions. I don't know about you guys, but past 3 days, I've been having heart palpitations for hours. I've never had that. I was like, should I go to the hospital? I know it's the energy. I know I'm sensitive to it. How about you guys? Like, so many people are going through changes and everyone's expecting the change to be very physical, which it is in terms of like job change, you know, partner change, things like that. But there's a physical. I mean, how many of you guys, this is a Cancer new moon, how many of you guys are super emotional? Dear goodness, this week, I'm trying to fight my thoughts. You got to just do your best, guys. So many things are coming up because of the eclipses and the changes that are going to be taking place. You know, ending the old karmic patterns, the old relationships, the old stories. We're closing out. You know, in the past couple of years have led us to this space. And I just think we need support. We need community. Don't feel like it's just you. And if at all this week has been kind of like, oh, difficult, you're not alone. This new moon, and I love new moons, but it's definitely brought on a lot of changes. So last week I did Rahu, which we are in right now. So it's bringing a lot of things in. And I could feel it in my meditations and in my channeling, what they're saying is coming up. So God, this sage is burning real strong. So I'm just going to move that over there. Maybe I should put it out. But this reading is going to be for this coming week, guys. So what's coming up for you? There's before this other eclipse on the 27th. Just there's a lot of endings, guys. But you know what? There's also a lot of beginnings. And you know, it depends on your perspective. So I'm going to be getting some guidance today, and I'm going to be working with my tarot deck, and I'm also going to be working with the goddess cards. Right now, it's the rise of the feminine, the divine feminine. And I hope you guys liked the cards last time. And I'm very close with the divine mother, however you want to call it, goddess. I love goddesses. But we're going to just be giving guidance by Zodiac today and just seeing what's coming up because I know it's not easy. Hey, if you guys are having a fun ride, some of you guys out there, congrats. I'm not sure if you're the majority or the minority, but I'm happy for you. But for those who aren't, and a lot of the changes, a lot of people need guidance in letting go or just accepting what's new. We're so used to patterns when good things just come our way. We're like, is the shoe gonna drop? Is it too good to be true? And no, let's stay in alignment. So let's get started. At the end, I'll pick a couple people, whoever has some questions, but just keep your questions at the end because I don't really look at the chat as it moves. I only look at it at the very end. So I'm not ignoring you. I just can't focus and read at the same time. So we'll start with Aries. Okay, and then a goddess card. Here we go. All right. Okay. So we have Page of Gabriel and Nine of Ariel. This is actually a good week for you, Aries. You know, that's fantastic. This is really about if you're facing any challenges, Aries, maybe you have a really big project at work or there's a move or maybe your husband's in the military and overseas and you're really just trying to, you know, move through and succeed. Whatever your scenario is, it's basically saying there's a lot of opportunity and adventure coming your way. With these retrogrades and with the other K2 eclipse coming in, there's going to be some challenges for you, Aries, and you might start seeing them this week, but it's not challenges like boohoo challenges. It's almost like challenges that you're looking forward to because those challenges are going to get you to where you need to go. So for instance, you might want that promotion, but you got to, you know, seal the deal on this project. That's a challenge, but it's putting you in the direction that you want to go. Or maybe you want to have a healthy, happy relationship with your partner and you're in, you know, therapy. It's a challenge, but it's a challenge keeping you in the direction that you want to go, Aries. So this week, look at anything that comes up as a stepping stone to where you're going to be because you have the Nine of Gabriel or Ariel. And this is definitely dreams coming true. Now, Ariel is the coin to traditional tarot. So if you guys are having any challenges in regards to career, money, house, family, any kind of supply, everything's going to be okay. So, hey, we all have ups and downs, but this is good for you, Aries. It's not something just to get through. It's not something, oh, I just got to struggle. Think of it as a stepping stone. Like, you're not stuck. It's not a stuck energy. This challenge is not a stuck energy at all. It's definitely, hey, exciting opportunity. I'm moving forward, and it's going to come full circle. It's going to be okay. Maybe you applied for that loan. Maybe you finally working through the end of bankruptcy. Whatever challenges you're experiencing this week, it's getting you closer, and you're going to see it. So it's not like, how much more do I have to go until I get what I'm looking for? You're going to start seeing it this week. And the goddess that came in was Sedna. How perfect. This is the card of infinite supply. Everything that you need, don't worry about tomorrow, she says. Everything's taken care of. Focus on today, Aries, what you have to get done today, where you have to go, what you have to be. If you get overwhelmed, Aries is a very action-oriented energy. You want to get things done, move, not a lot of patience. But that's why you're getting this guidance. Because if you move too fast without taking care of what's here, you might skip something. You might miss something. You might make a mistake. But this is fantastic because Page of Ariel is Gabriel, even though it's a challenge, it's like very optimistic and brave and fun. So this week is going to be really good for you. Whatever Rahu was brought in for you, whatever opportunities lie ahead of you, don't be lazy. Go after it. Hey, nothing ever came easy, but everything's supplied for you. You just got to do the work, and it's going to have a positive outcome. Okay, this week looks good. I'm hoping it's a little bit less it's looking, and I've only done one side, but it's looking a little less emotional than this week. So yay, action oriented. I'm an Aries moon, so I like go. All right, Taurus. And guys, I just closed my eyes, and whoever's new, I closed my eyes and focus really quick to see if they have anything to say. So just bear with me. And a goddess card. All right. Woo! You guys are the title of my reading this week. But you have 2 of Gabriel and the Emperor. Okay, Taurus. This coming week, you really being asked to, if you haven't already, to really spend time in collaboration with people who share your vision. Guys, we're going through a huge change, a very big change, but a super exciting one, because it's not like chapter 17 of the same book. It's like, no, it's the end of this book. It's done. Close. Not a chapter, a whole new book. All right. And Taurus, if you've been around people who perhaps, they could be family, they could be, 20-year-old friends, but the changes you're looking to make, Taurus, the changes you want for your present, for your future, even if that's physical changes like being healthier or career changes or saying, you know what, I'm tired of being pessimistic. Everyone around is pessimistic. I want to be optimistic. I need to get out of this energy. This week is the week, guys. You've had a lot of breakthroughs, and there's a lot of determination you have to have. They're saying really be with like-minded people, people who share your vision, and goals. This could even be partners. Make sure you're in alignment with that. People who encourage you and motivate you and share that dream. Don't allow naysayers or people who are realistic. I really don't like that term. People are like, it's not realistic. We create our reality, so it's still on you. It is absolutely realistic. If you create, you're responsible for all the energy. Okay, guys, so this week, Taurus, make sure that you are determined. You use that time wisely with those people. You co-create. And with the Emperor, and this is all you, the Emperor is stability. It's about making ambitious plans, being efficient. Use the time wisely. Maybe you're going to go to an awesome networking event. Maybe it's like an all-day thing or a night thing, but use that time wisely. Learn, connect, grow, be inspired. Help whatever it is you do this week. Move yourself one step forward. Enough with the pondering. It's action. Enough just working through the emotions. It's action. And the goddess you have is Butterfly Maiden. I'm not sure if anybody's familiar with Native American culture, but Butterfly Maiden is a transformative goddess. She's literally the cocoon into the butterfly. You guys are changing, Taurus. Big time. And if you kind of get too stuck up in thoughts or in the emotional aspect, you're going to get real stuck because those things are cycling. We're not trying to cycle through old thought patterns or old ideas or beliefs. We're actually reinventing and recreating. Keep what works, release what doesn't, and that includes people and situations. Okay, it's going to be fantastic, Taurus. You're going to see movement, and you're going to be super inspired this week. It's like, F this, I am taking charge of my life. Let's do this. Let's get in that, you know, anybody sees football, they're like, hut, like after, I don't really watch football, but I know that after they huddle, they're just like, yes, let's go do this. That's you, Taurus. Let's get down. You're in charge of your own life. Nobody else is responsible but you. And so you take charge, you move forward. You're going to have a beautiful change by the end of August. So I'm excited to see where that's going to go for you. Now we have Gemini. I'm going to pull God's card real quick. Okay. Guys, if you don't mind, I'm going to just put this card back in the deck only because when I pulled it, I was thinking of something else because they were talking, and I don't feel like it resonated. If it's the right card, it'll come back in, but just bear with me. I'm sorry. Never had to do that. Just one sec. There we go. Tarot is a divination tool, just like anything else, a pendulum, and it's really on the law of attraction. Whatever I'm focusing on or thinking on, it's what it's going to pull. So I want to make sure it's accurate for you guys. All right. You have the page of Ariel and the page of Michael. You guys are starting out. It's good. You guys are learning. This week is really about your own personal growth. A lot of you guys might be thinking of going back to school, having a new job opportunity. Maybe there's new contracts coming in. Remember, guys, that it's also the retrograde season, so just be very cognizant of when you're signing things. But it's really about you're stepping up. Maybe you are renting your own office space. Maybe you're getting that certification so you can finally do life coaching. Maybe you're going back and it's really about being educated, aware, about being analytical and making these changes based on where you want to go. But it's very self-work in terms of, you know, I have this opportunity. So, hey, if I have to put in the application by this date, I got all these documents done and everything signed. I want to go back to school. I got to make sure it's before the submission date. I want a loan. I want these things. It's very physical in nature. So it could be money, career, and anything that betters the self, the security of yourself, the home, the business. This week for you guys, there's going to be a movement whenever there's Michael in here. He's a Swords of traditional tarot. There might be a little bit of a challenge, but it's a challenge, but not a challenge where you cannot do it. It's more of, are you thinking clearly? Make sure that everything is in alignment with what you're looking for. Make sure communication is clear. Be very blunt and straightforward with what you're looking for. Okay, so just decisive in it. But it's an exciting thing. And Geminis, they were kind of chatting to me, don't get too stuck in the head again. I know sometimes you want to look at all the different angles, and that's actually a control thing because you want to make sure it's safe. It's, you know, we got it. Don't get caught up in that. There's a lot of things you guys cannot see right now. It's behind the veil still. So it's hidden. If something feels good and you want to go for it, go for it. Don't think 10 steps ahead. Just think right now, maybe the first 2, and get everything signed. It's going to be good. The goddess you have, I can never say her name right, Abuntia. She's a goddess of abundance. I have a horrible pronunciation. But this is a cornucopia. The universe is pouring out opportunity, finance. So if you guys are looking to go back to school, start up that studio, try your own business, you're going to be provided. So if you're looking for that loan, Gemini, you're going to try to make that move now. Now is the time. However, I cannot stress this enough. Besides being open to receiving, check and double check everything you're signing. Okay? Cross your T's, dot your I's, make sure. And if you're saying, you know what, it doesn't feel right now, for those who are energy sensitive because of the retrogrades, and if time permits to push it off till after as a Mercury retrograde. So just August, I should have double checked that. But just double check the retrogrades and just be conscious, okay? So you are moving forward. The universe is providing all the financial abundance and all the opportunity necessary. All that's required is that you get out of your head, you make sure your T's are crossed, I's are dotted, and you're definitely moving forward in life. It's almost like the paperwork portion of your travels. Okay, so this week there's going to be a lot of movement in that area. It could maybe see a little bit boring because it's the requirements that you need to do, but it's necessary, absolutely necessary, and could be quite fun for you. I mean, Geminis could be analytical. You might enjoy reading those contracts. So good luck. You guys are moving forward and creating this new phase. I really feel like everyone's going to be, maybe not a stark 180, but you guys are going to be so new. By the beginning of next year, you're not going to be the person you are today. So let's move forward. Cancers. Ooh, I already feel it in the heart. Let's do this, Cancer. They're coming from the back of the deck. Okay, I got it started. Okay. All right, Cancers, you have two major arcanas. You have divine guidance and magician. Talk about transformation. I feel like a lot of Cancers have been going through a lot of emotional changes, whether it's changes in relationships, not happy at your job. This is really, you guys are really being guided, Cancer, big time. Now, when the divine guidance card comes in, it's usually because the changes you're going to make might not be like from A to B. They might be from like A to D. And you need a lot of guidance and support, not just emotionally, but confidence-wise, to make those changes. And sometimes you get that support and that confidence by checking in with your heart and your gut. And if you guys are connected to the divine, you talk to your angels, your ascended masters, your spirit guides, and really getting that guidance, because there's going to be a lot of synchronicities that lead you to where you need to go. You're like, how the hell would I ever get there? Well, if you just kind of open up and listen to the guidance, you might be guided to go to that coffee shop. And then you meet your friend. And that friend just so happens to be hanging out with this person who's an entrepreneur. And he's in town and they're hiring. Do you see what I'm saying? That's not something that you can foresee. It's completely, I don't believe in chance. I don't believe in coincidence. But you get what I'm saying. And there's a lot of movement to recreate. You're being called, guys, to really not settle for second best. If you guys want that job, if you're done with this kind of relationship or this pattern, you're saying we are in the stage of recreation from the bottom up. And it's not like we're not piecing together broken pieces. We're creating all anew. Okay, so with the divine guidance, it's really asking you, consider alternate approaches, guys. Really surround yourself with, and we love our friends, but sometimes our friends are going through the same struggle, so they don't really have wise insight. So surround yourself with mentors, teachers, elders who maybe have been through it, who have guidance and understanding, because a lot of the divine is going to speak through them, through people. So you might say, universe, give me a sign. All of a sudden, you're hanging out with your aunt, and she's like, have you ever thought of doing it this way? Like that. Okay, the universe speaks to everybody. Now, the goddess you have is Vesta. Vesta is the goddess of the home and the hearth. She's really asking you to make healthy changes, improving your lifestyles. So maybe the changes you're looking to make, so guys, if maybe you haven't been eating right, if maybe you're leaving your room like an effing mess because you're running around. And by the way, as with and so without, your home life, and those go for commuters too, for all of us that drive a lot, your car space, your physical space is very important to this change. Clear out the pantry of unhealthy food, clear out your closet of things you don't wear anymore, why you're keeping them. Maybe it's those pants you one day want to fit in. We all have something like that. But it's saying your household, your inner home, your outer home, your environment really needs improvement, upkeep, and clearing. So, and it's really important too, as you guys are manifesting and making these changes, there's a lot of things to let go of, physically, emotionally, metaphorically. So beautiful change this week, Cancers. There's going to be a lot of opportunity coming your way. So don't be scared to take that chance. If someone's like, come to this webinar, come to this retreat, it might seem like, whoa, those are big things, big steps. But do you want to take little ones? Do you want to take 3 years to get to where you want to go to? No, these eclipses are giving you a hop, skip, and a jump. So take advantage. Follow your gut, check in with wise ones, and start making those changes. When we manifest, it's not just about visualizations and vision boards, which are fantastic. I love them, but it's action. You can stare at a vision board all day, but if you don't do anything about it, so it's meant to invoke emotion, to inspire. So this is all you guys. You're gonna make big changes this week, and I bet you by Sunday, you're gonna be in a completely different level. Maybe you went to that retreat and you're like, wow, eye opener, like aha moment, like I'm changing, like I'm going this way. I thought I was gonna go that way. Something like that, okay? Whew, sorry, I was a little wordy on that one. I don't tend to be. All right, next one is Leo. And I really want to focus for Leos, because Leos, I think, are going to get really hit hard with this K2 eclipse. So I'm just going to buckle in real quick. and a goddess card. God, I'm so hot. I'm so hot. I should put that fan on before I started. Okay, for Leos, you also got the Magician, but you got it with the Knight of Gabriel. Leos, right now, okay, my Leo's an ascendant, so I kind of know what's going to be happening for all of us. But there's a lot of things that we're letting go of, and it's really hard. For a lot of us, it can be very, very hard. I believe it's transiting the 7th house, which is our relationships. That's most of life. Your mother, your siblings, your lover. What relationships are big. But there's a huge, huge change. And that includes the relationship you have with yourself, how you see yourself, all those ridiculous old stories of not good enough or second best or insecure, whatever your story is. But this week, it's really saying, you know what? You know what to do. It's almost like you're even holding on to some things just out of habit. It's not even like intense need to hold on to. So this week's Leo, they're asking you to make changes. The manifestation card is saying there's new beginnings to be had. Successful new beginnings, I might add. And what you need is going to just appear, but it needs you. It requires you not just to set that intention, like, I'm done. I'm having this. This is new. I'm doing this. Not just set the intention, but just start to walk towards it. That's all you have to do this week, Leo. Just walk towards it. And if things are going to appear for you this week, things are going to just come up for you. Now, when it comes to the Knight of Gabriel, it's really about not just being courageous in it, but be excited about it. Okay, so I'll give an example because it's in the 7th house. Let's say you just broke up, or you're breaking up, or something's happening. But that relationship is kind of a representation of old habits, old fears, old patterns. Be conscious. Why would I want to hold on to that? Because you're comfortable in your discomfort, and it's very common. But they're saying, you know what? This is done. And I want to create a healthy, happy, mutual, respectful, loving relationship, whatever that is. Or if you're in a marriage and you really want to take it to the next level because you could build it for a long time and things need to be renewed. Start taking, say, okay, universe, and state what you want. And when I say walk towards it, anything, let's say you're single, get out there. If you want somebody who's adventurous and stuff like that, go do adventurous things. If you're in a marriage and you're like, I really want us to communicate better, go start doing research for a therapist or a life coach. Just take any action and the universe is going to handle the rest. It's going to bring you the opportunities. You have free will, but the moment you start taking steps, you open it up and the universe is like, bam, 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 bam. That's all you got to do. Like a snowball reaction, okay? I hope that serves you. And the goddess card you have is Isis, the Egyptian goddess. The reason some of these things are so difficult for you, Leo, is because you've had the same lesson in a past life. These are past life patterns, past life relationships, karmic relationships. And that includes, like I said, the relationship with yourself. You're like, why do I keep doing this? Why do I sabotage? Why do I push people away? Whatever it is you're experiencing, the reason it's taken so long, or the reason it feels so like difficult or deep, or just you can't get it out your head, it's not your first rodeo. This is not the first time you've dealt with it, but it will be the last. Okay, with these eclipses, karmic patterns done, Leo. Think of it that way. Like you're exhausted maybe, but it's a finish line, like done and dusted, but it needs you to run towards it. It needs you to one step for the other to finish this. You got this. This week is definitely, it's gonna feel like a little bit of the emotion from this week, but with a lot more opportunity. And I think you're gonna be more inspired to keep moving as soon as you start seeing like, I went out and I met somebody. Or maybe you're like, I started doing yoga to have a better relationship with my body. And oh my God, it's treating me so good. I have more energy. I feel so aligned. You're going to see things like that coming up. And if any of you guys, I highly suggest working with the Divine Feminine. It's wonderful. And anybody who has like a very religious background, I myself had a hard time really connecting years ago because I had a different, I was raised differently. One of the best things I ever did. So she's wonderful. So good luck, Leos. It's going to be good. And by August, like I'm telling everybody, just watch. It's going to be great. Okay, now we have Virgos. Yeah. I'm getting those heart palpitations. Is anybody else getting heart palpitations? I'm going to look at the chat just for a second. Is it just me? Anybody else? It's not moving? Is it just me? Okay. All right. I will pull your goddess card. 1 second, Virgo. Okay. Strange beans. Thank you. Okay. So I'm like, oh, I can't stand it. Not even letting myself drink coffee because of it. Ooh, okay. So you guys have a new beginnings and epiphany. 2 major arcanas, Virgo. And I heard it when they said it too. They talked to me, and if it's something that's really relevant that I don't see in the cards, I'll say it. But you guys should get really excited, Virgo. Very excited, because there's a whole new chapter. It's like a breath of fresh air. Like when a house is stagnant, you open the door and it's like, no more of this past. No more of the struggle in house and home and relationship or work. You know, there's a whole new beginning. But what's really necessary, Virgo, for you is to make sure you cleanse yourself of it. You know, you have a beautiful new chapter, a beautiful new book. Don't hold it with dirty hands, you know, cleanse that stuff out. Now you have beginnings and epiphanies. Now it's not just new beginnings that you're going to be experiencing this week. When you have new beginnings, you are a little emotional because things come up to be released in terms of forgiving, in terms of healing, of letting, just accept, come to terms. I love that saying when they say when you're angry at somebody, it's like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. You know, you are creating all this energy of angst or pain or old things or not letting things go or fear. And you're hurting yourself. So this week, it's really finding this purpose, starting a whole new life. The universe is preparing you for the coming weeks ahead. With the Epiphany card, there's a lot of joy in terms of spiritual growth and answers. I love Archangel Raziel. He reminds me of like the wizard in Lord of the Rings. I love it. A Gandalf. But it's really asking you to sit in prayer or meditation, go for a walk, be in nature, because they not only want to give you divine guidance, they want you to really feel their love and support. I could hear them telling me right now. A lot of Virgos, you need that hug. You need that, like, it's not even that, like, it's more like that, you got this. Like, I'm here with you. You're safe. Don't worry. I got your back. It's going to be okay. Let go, and I'll be here to catch you. That is what the universe is saying, Virgo, and it's going to be fantastic. I can already hear it, what they're saying right now. Guys, the chapter coming, it's not going to look anything like the one you were in. So don't be afraid to hope for more. Maybe you've had a series of maybe you've moved a lot your whole life. Don't be afraid to hope for stability because of what the past has done. And don't be afraid to reach higher. Reach as high as you possibly can, guys. With this energy, you can literally create anything. Reach high. Don't just reach for a good partner. Reach for a great partner. Don't just reach for a home that will fit all of us. Reach for a home that can fill everyone and more. Do you see what I'm saying? Not a job that'll just meet your financial need, a job that will overexceed your needs. Thank you. That's what they're saying. So forgive, let go. Everything's going to be wonderful. The universe with major arcanas are huge. So this is the universe talking directly to you. Nobody else, not your mother, not your daughter, not your dog, you. And they're very, very close. Okay, and the goddess you have is Coventina. They're asking you to purify yourself. They're asking you to cleanse yourself. She's the goddess in the salt water. Because there's an ocean here, guys, I would highly suggest if you want to cleanse yourself, if anybody has a bathtub, get sea salt, pure sea salt. And guys, make it fine, because one time I got this crumbled sea salt. Oh my God, that was so painful. It does not dissolve as fast as you think it will. But if you can get 2 cylinders of sea salt, dump it in a tub, and soak for about 20 minutes. It'll clear out your outer aura. And if you don't, if you just have like a shower, make a sea salt scrub. Cleanse the body, cleanse the physical body, and the mental body. Okay, so pick a day this week, Virgo. Like, all right, I have, Wednesday night free. I am going to take that wonderful shower or bath, and then I'm going to light some beautiful candles and incense with this beautiful new moon. I'm going to set my intention, and I'm going to have a little ceremony of release. Maybe you've been holding on to a physical object that means something, or you can use something representative. And like, I let this go. I'm letting it go. You can burn it, you can bury it, or you can just do a visualization of handing it off to the universe or to the angels. I'm like, I'm done with this. Transform it, do whatever you want with it, and in its place, fill me with newness and peace. But take time this week to really create ceremony, because you have the Epiphany and Coventina. You really got to get quiet, and you really got to have an intention. Don't just expect the universe to give you brand new things. You got to clear out the drawer in order to put new things in. Meditate, cleanse, clear, because it's here already. It's here. The new beginning's here already. You don't have to wait anymore. It's now. And that's why this week, if you do feel like some things pop up emotionally, or if you feel like keep getting these memories or whatever it is, it's just helping you clear house. That's all it is. So clear it. Don't run from it. Don't make yourself busy just to avoid it. Cleanse it out. I am real chatty Cathy today. I'm sorry, guys. I have no idea why. I'm usually straight to the point. I will try to keep it less chatty Cathy. Virgo, Libra. What? You guys see me shuffling, right? Well, I'm not going to reshuffle because you'll see why in a second. Okay, so you saw me shuffle. Epiphany and Divine Guidance came up again. Literally the same 2 cards. That's crazy. There's over 70 cards and only so many major arcana, and it came up for both Virgo and Libra. And this happens sometimes when my readings, when the signs are right next to each other, the energies are similar. I mean, you guys are right next to each other, and it's the same for you, but your goddess card's different. So I have a different theme for you guys. So there is definitely growth. Oh, you know what? The last one was New Beginnings and Epiphany. Divine Guidance was the one before. Okay, sorry, but similar cards. Guys, Libra, I have a real big feeling, and they showed me as well. The vision they showed me is, it's almost like your angels are kind of holding, you know, when you hold someone's hand on their back, you know, and you escort them out, it looks like you're going to be making changes. Like they're with you with this, you're walking out of something, Libra. You're leaving something behind, and it can't be easy, at least not with the vision that they're showing me, but they have your back. They are lovingly holding you and giving you the strength that you need to move forward, to leave something in the past, to let it go. It can be a partner. It can be a trauma from your childhood. It can be something that's quite painful. For me, that from what I'm seeing, it's something quite deep. Okay, and not easy. So I can talk here, let it go, and it's not that easy. So this week with the Epiphany and the Divine Guidance, this shows me you have and then when I show you the goddess on top of it, you guys are being surrounded by the divine this week, Libra. Big time, big time. And because Divine Guidance is Archangel Sandalphon, not only are they just asking you to listen and to pray or to be in meditation or just to be silent, surround yourself in music this week, Libra. Music that is loving, inspiring, calming, healing. Do not listen to sad songs. Do not listen to angry, metal music. Don't listen to sad, soppy country songs. Listen to music that inspires, motivates, and reminds you why you are making the changes that you are. That reminds you why you're walking forward and letting things go and dropping things. You need to be reminded this entire week. You need to create a support system, not just with your friends, but in the environment, in the food that you eat, in the music that you listen to, because this week is definitely going to be heavy, but it comes with a beautiful blessing, and I'm going to explain that to you right now. With the Epiphany card, the Divine Guidance, both of these archangels are telling you not just to be with yourself, but if you are going to surround yourself with anybody this week, Libra, people you respect, people whose guidance and words actually mean something, not, a bitter auntie or an angry uncle or a friend who has her own issues or codependencies or things that she's dealing with or he's dealing with. You need to hear wisdom this week, Libra, not just from the divine, but from those who the divine is going to speak through. But even though, Libra, it seems like it might be a little emotionally heavy this week, or maybe mentally heavy, it might be weighing on you, there's a silver lining, and I'm super excited for it. The goddess you have is Mother Mary. Now, guys, understand that these cards are they're non-denominational. These are goddess versions representative of all divine mother figures, divine goddess figures, female figures. Mother Mary is bringing you a miracle, okay? She had Jesus, a virgin. It's a god of miracles, of blessings. You are coming through such a struggle. And in Libra, people probably don't even know it. A lot of your friends and family probably don't even know what you're dealing with. They probably don't even know what you're chewing on or what you're trying to do. Turn to someone this week, not a lot, a select few that you love, but this week is asking you to have faith, because everything that you're working towards, it's going to come to pass. That miracle is going to be brought, and it's probably going to be brought quite quickly. So you might say, I'm sorry, my phone's going off. I'm leaving, this is an example. I'm leaving this relationship because it's not going anywhere and it's super toxic. All I've ever wanted was to be in a happy marriage, and I've spent 7 years in this relationship or something like that. And so it's really hard to let go. Understand that by setting the intention and taking the action, the prayer that you've sent out, or the intention you sent out to have this healthy relationship is being answered, and it's being answered instantaneously. Miracles are things that happen outside the rhythm of time. and space. It doesn't adhere to our limited thoughts or speaking, but it's going to be coming in. So know that the strength and the faith that it takes to make these courageous movement and choices, Libra, are going to be well rewarded. Okay, and soon. So you don't have to struggle with it too long. Okay, and it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Anybody that wants to make any change on your career, you have to leave a job. A happier, healthier relationship, you have to get out of your stuck patterns or in that one. I mean, it all requires it. At least you're being lovingly ensured that this change is going to be well met with what you're looking for and in a very miraculous way. So it's probably something you're not going to expect. I hope that serves you. Scorpio. I got to hurry up. See, I keep trying not to be wordy, and here I go. It's the energy. Okay. Right? And the Goddess card. Ooh, appropriate. All right, so we have 6 of Gabriel and the 3 of Ariel. Guys, this week is really about hard work, but hard work that's going to be super rewarded, Scorpios. It looks like you guys have actually been investing in yourselves, your career, what your vision, what you're looking for, your own development in any way that pans out. But the development you actually are doing is, I'm really thinking it has to do with work, education, the home, and the physical body. Okay, so whatever it is you're doing, maybe you apply for that job even though people are saying you're not qualified, or maybe you're training, or maybe you want to start your own YouTube channel, so you've been practicing and doing these things. Whatever it is that you've been doing that you love, and it takes a lot of personal investment and growth, and it's probably artistic. And when I say artistic, it doesn't have to be just painting. It could be anything that's creative, anything that maybe you're at a job and so you're finding new ways of doing things, or you're creating you're writing a book, or you are painting, or you're whatever it is. But it's something that's going to be recognized. So it's not something that's super personal in terms of only you know about it. This week, Scorpio, everything that you've been working on, continue working, because you're going to be recognized. A job well done, a promotion, a pat on the back. People are going to see these beautiful new changes that are coming into your life, and they're like, who is this person? Oh my God. People, maybe Scorps, we sometimes get a bad rap. People always expect us to be a certain way, deep, mysterious, sexual, whatever. There's so much. First of all, we have so many other planet placements, and we're so dynamic. So Scorpio, you're stepping into a phase in your life where you're not only expressing yourself different, you're not only creating a new path for yourself, but people are going to be seeing you different, recognizing your talents, your gifts, the light and love that is within you. You're not all darkness and brooding. You're bold, you're passionate, you're taking the reins, and you're not afraid. That's a lie. We have fear, but you're not afraid to face that fear. And people are going to be seeing it this week. So Scorpio, congratulations on all the work you're doing. It looks like you're getting a lot of personal gratification from it. It's almost like you don't need anybody else to congratulate you or do that. You actually really enjoying the growth and the investment that you're making. But regardless, you're going to get it this week. And it's going to be fantastic. As a result of the work you've been doing and kind of working well with others, if promotions come, opportunities for movement or advancement, be bold. The goddess you have is Freya. And she's a Viking, Norwegian goddess. And she's saying, be bold. Unleash that side of you that's daring and adventurous, because all this hard work, Scorpio, is taking you to a next level this week. Don't be scared. Bite off more than you can chew, because you're going to handle that. You're going to do it. You have the stamina and the determination to do it. So you're being recognized. You might be like, I was only making these paintings, it's an example, making paintings, I love it. Somebody caught somebody's eye and somebody wants 10 prints of that and this and that, and this is happening. It's just going to take off is what it's saying. And don't be afraid to take off with it. Okay, this is an exciting week for you. You guys have already been putting in the work, and finally you're going to be recognized for it, regardless if you were doing it to be recognized or not. Okay, congrats. Hard work, movement, action, regardless if it's met with success or you have to try again, should always be rewarded and recognized and congratulated. So congratulations. Sagittarius. And a goddess. Ooh, okay. You guys have the Ace of Ariel and the Six of Raphael. All right, guys. So there's going to be a lot of opportunities this coming week, financially as well, but also changes in the home. But this is a good thing. Perhaps you're taking on more time. You got a promotion. There's going to be a lot of new resources coming in. This is going to be a good week for you, Sagittarius, because you might, usually it's money that's not expected, or you get a promotion that comes with a raise. Maybe you had a little side business and it's picking up, or maybe you got a refund on something you weren't expecting. But it's really going to help the home life. It's really going to help. Maybe you've been a little stressed. Maybe you're not quite sure, not how to make ends meet, but really the security, or the changes that you want to make. Am I going to be able to make them? How am I going to make this change with my kids? Or the Six of Raphael is really about childhood, children, embracing that inner self, new friendships. So a lot of changes in the emotional arena. So this week, Sagittarius, it's going to probably come as a surprise. So that's going to be kind of exciting for you, but it's really coming because you deserve it. You earned it. You've worked hard for quite some time. And so don't be surprised if the resources that are going to be flowing to you might not come from your job. Maybe you got an option for another job, or maybe someone loves your side website design work and is like, I pay $1,000. Can you redo all these pages? Something like that. But as far as money's concerned, this is going to be a very lucky week. Resources, it's very highly likely that your career arena is going to change, whether you move to a different level, you have a new job, or you make your own business. But it's very, very fortuitous. And when it comes to your home, yourself, make sure you don't take anything too serious this week with these changes and these resources. Make sure you're in a good spirit of new creation, fun. Sometimes we want to be practical. Like maybe you had this idea to, this is an example, really build out your backyard because you have a dog and children and you really want to do that. And it's going to cost like all this money. But then you get the money and you're like, I should really pay off these bills, or I should really save it for a rainy day. Make sure you take these new resources that are coming for you, Sagittarius, and invest it in creation. Invest it in what you need for yourself. Don't be too practical. I rarely say that, but make sure you use this money in a way that fosters or creates the home life that you're looking for, that's beneficial to everyone. Everyone, Sagittarius, not just yourself, everyone. And make sure you stay in a state of positivity. So when this new money, promotion, job change comes, stay excited, stay in your childhood self. Don't get stressed out. Don't like, holy shit, this means I have to do this or do that. No, no, no. This week is bringing you new money, new opportunity, and a chance to really improve the home for yourself, for your kids, or even that child within yourself. Maybe you wanted to go on that awesome trip. Maybe you feed that. Use these resources to really feed that spirit and soul in yourself. It's going to be great. The goddess you have is Ixchel. She's an Aztec goddess. She's a medicine woman. And this is saying that you are a channel of divine power. Sagittarius, everything that you're looking to create, to take on, to change, to rise above, you have it in you. You do not lack anything. There is nothing outside of you required to create, to co-create, to bring in, to manifest that you don't already have. This week, you have a lot of creative energy. A lot of people got the manifestation card, transformation card, channeling card. This is a week of transformation, guys. We are changing in big ways, whether it's inward or outward, whether we see it yet or we don't. But this week, Sagittarius, you're saying you have a lot of opportunity. Divine energy is flowing through you because you're in alignment. Use that energy, guys. Use that to the resources and the insights to heal yourself, to make the changes necessary to create the life you want. You know, if you get all these new opportunities, but you keep doing the same old things with them, you don't get anywhere. Make those changes. The universe is giving you these opportunities and resources to make the changes. You probably said tons of times, oh, when I have money, I'll do this. When I have the time, I'll do that. The time is now, Sagittarius, and you're giving you the opportunity and resources to do it. So the universe is like, put your money literally where your mouth is, and let's go do this. Let's go make those changes. Go have that fun. Let's just recreate everything. You have it. The universe is with you, and you have all the energy to do it. So change it up for yourself. I hope that serves you. Capricorn. Whew. a goddess. That came quick. Woo! Okay. You guys have the Seven of Michael and the Queen of Ariel. Hey guys, you know what? There's a choice that has to be made, Caps. There's a better way of doing things. There's more than just the one path you see ahead of you. You don't have to stick with it. You don't have to be stubborn and stick with it. There's more here than meets the eye. If you guys are looking to make changes to better yourself, the best example I can do is this. You have a job, you have a set income, you have your little spreadsheet. Oh my God, how many different changes? You keep trying to rework things as they are to try to make things better. But it's hard to rework things where they are to get all the way over there. So what they're saying is there's a better course of action. The changes you're looking to make, whether it's financial, physical, whatever, there is one there. But you're not going to be doing it alone, Capricorn. So hallelujah for that. There's going to be people that come in this week. Please don't play tough, or I can do this myself. No, 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 really, I don't need your help. No, 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 no. If someone is offering you help, assistance, guidance, insight, take it. Don't be above it. We're tribal. We're a pack people. We're not. It takes a village. That's what this is saying. You're not meant to work alone. You're going to come to a better solution, opportunity, better path through others, with others this week. I'm not sure what you're struggling with, but more than likely it's good. Everyone's talking. There's a lot of cards with finance because you have the Queen of Ariel, but this is great. Ariel is the coin to traditional tarot, so it's not just, it's about money, it's stability, home, security. But this card is saying, you know what? You have the option and the opportunity to create what you want. You have the opportunity to make anything more beautiful, more thriving, just more for yourself. And this card is talking to, she's wise. You need to be taking practical and wise advice this week, Capricorn. We don't know everything. Nobody knows everything. Neither do you. And there's going to be like a holy crap. Like, I didn't even realize I can do that. Or, you think I can? Oh, can I do this? Oh my God, that's so much easier. Why was I struggling? Why was I burning my wheels this way? Not necessary. Listen to good advice, good guidance, and take a chance. Take your time, review all the details with this card. It's saying we're going to take a different path, but make sure you check everything first. You probably will anyways, Caps. And try it out. And then take action. Action, action, action. The goddess you have is Guinevere. And technically Guinevere isn't a goddess, but she's a divine figure, and it's the card of true love. Who doesn't want this card, right? But it's not just about love, guys. It's about the universe delivering great love to you in many ways. So it could be true love this week. I mean, that absolutely could be something for you, Capricorns. If someone's going to be entering into your life, or you could be taking your relationship to the next level. But more importantly, the universe is pouring love out to you. The Divine Mother is pouring love out to you through opportunities, through people. She's helping you. It's this unconditional love to make sure that her child is taken care of. And who parent doesn't want the best for their kid, right? So they're saying, honey, 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 let me give you what I need. I love you. Let's move you through. So take all the beautiful people that come into your life, all their options, all their advice and handouts, or let me help you, as love, guys. It's not because you can't do it by yourself. It's not because you're not good enough. It's not because they feel bad. You do it because they love you and they care about you. So take it. New changes are happening, but if you feel stuck, it's because there's a better way of doing things. So that's awesome. You're going to start moving again this week. So yay. I hope that serves you. Now we have Aquarius. Ooh. I'm hearing there in my head. Is anybody being stubborn? Are there any Aquariuses that are being stubborn, set in their ways, thinking that they're right, but really they're afraid? Because it feels like there's an energy of like, no, like you're holding on, like, no, like I'm gripping it. And you might think it's because you're right, but more than likely because you're afraid, you're worried, you're stressed. You know, sometimes we're like, oh, I'm not going to do that because that's not a safe investment, but really you're just scared of making the investment. Something along those lines. So this week, ooh, the Goddess card. That's what they're telling me right now. So I'm going to show you what cards. Let's see what the Goddess has to say. Divine Mother. Really appropriate. So you have the 9 of Michael and the 8 of Gabriel. Guys, what are you worrying about? What are you stressing about? What shame or guilt or ideas of regret are you dealing with? What has been coming up for you, Aquarius? Is because there is a need for you guys to really not just talk about it, but to take action and as a result of it. So whatever you're stressed about, understand with the 9 of Michael, guys, it's just illusory. It's just fears. It's not going to come to pass. It's not going to repeat itself. All the things you're stressing are stemming from old patterns of thinking, old fears, old perceptions. And aren't we done with that with this eclipse? Do we want to repeat that? Oh, I'm just going to mute my phone real quick. I'm so sorry. Okay, should have muted that. But they're saying don't stay too long in the space, Aquarius, because you have free will. So if you want to repeat this pattern, if you actually want to manifest these fears, go right on ahead, focus, because it's a self-fulfilling prophecy at this point. It's not going to come to pass. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. So if there's something that needs to be dealt with, with 8 of Gabriel has a lot to do with communication. If you need to talk to your boss about that raise, if you need to talk to your partner, hey, I love you, but how we're communicating right now isn't working, or how we have the kids set up, I really want to talk about it. Or you know what? Or even if it's talking to yourself, it's like, I'm good now. Like, you know what? I'm choosing to stop those patterns of thoughts. I'm going to do this. This is sudden movement, guys. When it comes to Gabriel, she's all about activity, talking, moving, traveling. So guys, it's almost like as soon as the moment you decide to stop that negative mental chatter, to let it go, to accept that those are old patterns, the moment you decide, all right, heart, brain, thank you for bringing up that memory. I know this pattern served me in the past for whatever I had to learn, but it's no longer serving me. I'm done with this. I'm closing the book on this. I'm surrendering it up, and I'm choosing this now. The moment you literally, and I would even speak it, the moment you communicate that, bam, wherever you're stuck, whatever fears you're having, whatever it's on like I'm not sure, it's going to start moving, and it's going to move very, very quick. Okay, Aquarius, don't be surprised. Be excited that, oh my God, it's almost like the universe is like, can you just open the door and then I'll just walk right in? Something like that. Make a decision. Make that decision to not allow your fears they're not real. Could things happen? Yes, but the good can happen too. It's just as easy to think about that. But as soon as you do, a lot of activity and immediate results. Immediate. I wouldn't stress that if I didn't feel that very quickly. But the universe can't do anything if you decide to sit in decision or anger or guilt or resentment or shame. It's your choice. So the universe has to hold out. It has to wait and chill out here until you say no more. And then bam. The goddess you also have is Freya. It's about being bold, being brave. Make those changes. Make those moves. Be courageous. People can hug us and reassure us all they want, but it's us. That's why it doesn't work. It feels good, but it doesn't work because you have to hold and love yourself and make those decisions yourself. Nobody can make them for you. Be fierce, Aquarius. Be fierce in what you want, and don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Make changes in alignment with your heart. Be very conscious of everyone around you and those that might be affecting your partner, your children. More importantly, be done. Be done with that chatter. Be done with that chapter. Be done with that book. Move. And then bam, bam, bam. And you're going to be like, why the hell was I so afraid? I wasted an entire week of my life freaking out about that, and everything worked out. Take risks 6 weeks. It's going to be great. It's going to be good. Most of the things we're dealing with right now are mental. We think it's emotional. We're mentally holding on to things. It's not easy. So congrats. Last one. Best for last, right, Pisces? You're all best. You're all best. All right. What loving guidance is there for Pisces? All right. And a cross card. Okay. You guys also have divine guidance and 3 of Gabriel. All right, Pisces, there's something on your mind here. There's a lot of movement that's coming for you guys. Prosperity, probably travel or even moving houses or where you're living. But there's a lot of things positive, optimistic, taking the next steps. You're excited. Be excited. And don't be, I shouldn't tell you what not to be, but it's really asking you with the Divine Guidance card, making sure that this new chapter, these new changes you're making, these new plans that you're doing, take time first, okay? I know it's emotional and it can be really fun staying in that really excited space of, yes, let's do this, let's do this. I'm on a real good high. But Pisces, take time out before, guidance card is before Gabriel, okay? Before you take any actions this week, just make sure that you check in with yourself, with your motives, with the actions you're taking. Double check, is there a better way to do this? Because with this card too, the universe is like, we support your decisions. We support the direction you're going in. But we want to give you the best opportunity for success, for all that good feeling love and happiness and excitement that you're enjoying. It looks with this card, there might be some pieces missing, Pisces. Not that you shouldn't keep moving, not that you shouldn't take that prosperity to the next level, but make sure that everything's okay. Okay, make sure you have, okay, I got this packed, I got this done, I signed that paperwork. Divine Guidance, they're saying, hey guys, there's some things that maybe you're not seeing. There's maybe a better approach. Maybe if you book, this is an example. Maybe if you book your flight on this date, you won't miss this. It's almost like the universe has a hand in this movement that you're making, Pisces. This really new, exciting change in direction for you. And they just want to support you and make sure that everything you have is the highest it can possibly be, in the best order, with the best people at the best time. Okay, so before you secure everything, just sit with yourself, whether you meditate, say a prayer, write down, just say, okay, is this the best? Can it be better? Is there any improvement? Is there anything I'm missing? And the universe will be like, and it'll provide you the people, the resources, and just double check. And you're like, oh, I'm so glad I waited on it because I saved $500. Or, oh my gosh, I was going to send for this apartment, but I got the better apartment with a better view. Something along those lines, okay? So congratulations, Pisces. This week is going to have a lot of movement, but just make sure you just take your time. And this week is really about double checking, making sure you're doing everything the highest way you possibly can and not rushing too much. But you are going to start sailing, taking off, doing these new changes that you're planning to do. Just make sure you check in. Now, the Divine Goddess you have is Damara. And Damara is about children, being good with children, counseling children, being able to help children. Now, you guys might be like, I don't got a kid, I don't want a kid. But this card is really about the child itself. Okay, so if a lot of the changes you're making is because you finally have come to peace. I'll give an example. Maybe you grew up in a home that was very stressed about money and tight-fisted and very limiting in their thoughts, right? And now you're finally at a place, Pisces, where you're like, no, that's just a belief. I am prosperous. I'm making these awesome changes. I'm reaching. I'm traveling like I always wanted to, but my parents said it's never in the stars because we don't have money. A lot of the changes you're making are linked to your childhood self, old patterns, ways of being, ideas, and perceptions. So with this beautiful changes you're making, make sure to acknowledge the healing, the child within you yourself. From 0 to 7, we create all the belief systems in our psyche, all those subconscious patternings. So make sure that you're checking in, making sure that you're not holding yourself back from old patterns or fears or ways of thinking. Be compassionate with yourself if that's the case. Move forward, really be in heart alignment and go for it. For those of you guys who do have children, just make sure when it comes to this that you're hearing them, the changes you're making, that they're okay, that they're safe with it. Changes, I think changes can sometimes be easier for kids, but just making sure you're checking with them and everyone's on the same playing field. Okay, Pisces? I hope that served you. Oh my God, guys, I talked way over time. And I will answer one question because I said I would. And I'm really sorry. I don't know why I was so wordy today, but I'll take one question from somebody. If anybody has a question. Anybody? No? No questions? Okay, Riley, you're the first one. I just started applying for new jobs and would like to know if I will hear good news soon or at least get an interview. All right, Riley, let's find out. Whoop. Another one. Whoop. Okay, all right. And then a third. Okay. All right. You have 3 major arcanas. You have the Star, the High Priestess, and the Strength card. Dang, Riley, there's some guidance that either you're not listening to or you've been praying or meditating or asking for help, and they're like, we hear you. We got you, Riley. When it comes to this, they're saying, don't stress. The Star is dreams come true. That career, that security, that path you're looking for, it's in the stars, literally. You're going to have it. So let's just put the stress aside for a second, okay? Because there's a bigger theme that's happening here. The journey you're going on, you might think, crap, why can't I find a job? Or am I going to have the security? There's a lot of growth that is happening within yourself. So don't think, because if you don't get that call back right away, if you don't get that job right away, it has nothing to do with your abilities, your skill set, your education, your qualifications. Nothing to do with that whatsoever. The path, the waiting game, the fears that are coming up, the emotions that are coming up, it's supposed to happen this way, Riley. It's supposed to happen this way because you're gaining inner strength. You're leaning on something else. You guys ever have it where a lot of people don't pray until they're real deep in it, or a lot of people don't meditate or read their cards or make that vision board until they're really desperate, you know? So what it's doing, it's really putting you in an energy to surrender. It's putting you in an energy to really reach outside of the physical realm and really into the spiritual one, whether that's making that manifestation board, whether it's writing those affirmations. It's really having you co-create. But more importantly, it's really helping you to develop an inner strength. There is a need to be able to rely on yourself. There's a need to be able to emotionally endure and have faith. The Strength card, which is the Leo card and my card as well, it's about confidence. It's about having perseverance and grace and kindness and letting go. Don't allow other people's fears or even your own to eat at you. Don't start with the verbal criticisms. Like, well, maybe I screwed up that interview and eating at yourself. That's what you're actually supposed to be learning, to not do that, to have faith, to have confidence, to become stronger. And it's probably because the job you're going to be getting is going to require a certain level of maturity, a certain level of emotional balance, the kind of people that can take constructive criticism and not take it personally, because you're confident, because you know who you are and you understand they're only trying to make you better, to help you to succeed. So this limbo you're going through, it's really about your growth. Yes, you are going to get a response. That is the answer to the question you're asking. But because of these 2 cards, don't be surprised if it's not Monday. Okay? Don't be surprised if it takes a couple weeks and it has nothing to do with your qualifications. Please understand that. You can't mess up. This card is not just about dreams coming true, but it's about believing in yourself. There's a lot of inner growth happening as a result of this. Maybe there's a trigger here for you. Maybe you have a family that's really high achieving and you feel like, oh my God, I'm a disappointment. There's something here that needs to evolve. It needs to evolve and it needs to be done with. And you have to know that you're worthy and good and smart and all those beautiful things as a result. And you're going to be well rewarded, Riley. Okay? So don't be too hard on yourself. It's coming, but there's some inner work that is coming as a result. So let that stuff come up. Let that stress and that anger and stuff come up. Heal it, get stronger. Bam, you'll get the call. Okay? Don't worry. I hope that served you. Guys, I'm sorry. I was a chatty Cathy. I wanted to take multiple questions today, but I am supposed to be somewhere very soon. That's why my phone's going off. They're probably mad at me. Anyways, I hope that served you guys. And I would love to hear comments. Guys, in the comments below, tell me, what are the physical symptoms? Are you having more headaches, more emotional? Are you having crazy heart palpitations like me? If you guys are, reduce the caffeine. You don't want to have a panic attack. What are the changes? Guys, let's talk. Let's talk. Let's share. You're not alone. You know, let's do that. I hope this serves you. If you guys have any questions, you could also just send me a direct message on Astrolada's site. Otherwise, I hope this serves you. Have a wonderful, beautiful new week. Enjoy the energies and be patient with yourself, guys. The change is coming. Don't stress. All right. See you guys later. Bye.